Since campaign season is well underway at Rae-Rae's school, I thought I'd share something that she is very passionate about. Ever since Rae was a little girl, she always wanted to be a cowgirl and president. I often wonder if her name was destined for greatness. She has always dreamed of becoming the president of her elementary school and convincing the principal to let her speak at the 5th grade graduation to a crowd of over 1,000 people. She has held officer positions in student council ever since she was eligible since 2nd grade. She worked very hard on her 5th grade election. She made campaign materials, she designed some spirit wear that was a throwback to old school rap, and she wore it every Friday during campaign season. And that summer, she searched and searched for the perfect outfit to wear on election day. And guys, she won! Now on to the last part of her dream. Rae did get to speak at her 5th grade graduation last May. She brought tears to my eyes and the crowd to their feet. We were so proud of her. So without further ado, I present to you President Reagan.
Thank you, Ms. Merlin. Hi, I'm Reagan, the president of the greatest 5th grade class of all time.
Fellow Broncos, we made it! We finally made it! Since kindergarten, we've had 2 principals, 6 spring flings, 12 awards days. Our parents have signed 216 Friday folders. We've taken 2,400 minutes of CRCT. We've lost 6,080 baby teeth.
Digested 800 cafeteria meals, which is probably why we lost all the baby teeth. But we only have one graduation, so let's make the best of it. Before we give ourselves a pat on the back, we have to realize we didn't get here on our own. We got here because of amazing teachers, custodians that clean up our every mess, and there's definitely been a lot, and great family members that help us learn at our very best. Let's take a moment to give them a round of applause. Thanks, moms and dads. When I started writing this speech, I had a hard time deciding what it should be about. I thought about speaking about all the great memories I had at Glen Oaks, like how I used to be afraid of Miss Lawrence until she became one of my favorites, or how Miss Stevenson picked me up from the playground floor and ran me to the nurse when I had an asthma attack, even though she was like 14 months pregnant. Then I thought, maybe I should talk about the future. How I knew we were all going to be successful because we had great teachers that made for learning fun every day. Gail Goodwin once said that good teaching is 1/4 preparation and 3/4 pure theater. If that's true, we had great teachers. I remember how Miss Pritchard compared cold and warm grunts to farts. Lawrence's fraction round.
A fraction has 2 numbers. One at the top, one at the top, one at the bottom, one at the bottom, the bottom.
But then it hit me. I've worn maroon, gold, and white all my life, but I've never known the true definition of a Bronco. So I looked it up on this little thing they call the internet. It said that a Bronco is not a fully trained horse that has a habit of bucking. When I read this, I realized that a bucking Bronco is just like all of us. We're a collection of unique individuals that come from different cultures and backgrounds, who listen to different music, The smart people like Beyonce. No. Others like Miley Cyrus, but we're not here to judge. But there is one thing that unites us all. We are, and forever will be, bucking Broncos. Eventually, we will go our separate ways, but let us never forget our unbridled Bronco spirit we learned at Gwynno's. See, a Bronco refuses to be like everybody else. Broncos buck the system. When we go to middle school, there are going to be people that are going to try to change us. Peer pressure will increase, because not everyone at middle school has the Bronco spirit. Remember, you're a bucking Bronco, and you're strong-willed. Don't be afraid to be independent. We are all great in our own individual ways. Albert Einstein famously wrote that everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid. We are not our CRCT scores or our grades. We are our character, our integrity, and our bucking Broncos. Be sure to follow your heart and don't be something you're not, because you are great. In conclusion, I'd like to thank Ms. Burnley, Ms. Kaler, and Ms. Young for leading my school. Thanks to all my teachers that have built my educational foundation. Thanks to each and every one of my classmates that made each day a pleasure. Shout out to Ms. Blakely's class. And Ms. Stoltz.